Hello everyone, welcome to my live stream. Today I'm combining my ArtSnacks box for this month and my Inktober drawing. What I'm hoping is that this box will be like it usually is. Usually the October box is kind of Inktober themed anyway, and then I can use what's in here to create my Inktober drawing for today. But if not, then I will use or combine with the Inktober stuff that I'm using, that I've been using all month. So let's get in here. What is in this box? I hope it's ink. It feels heavy on one side, so I'm pretty sure there's a bottle of ink in here. Man, I need to replace this blade. It's pretty dull. Haha! Indian ink. Yep. I can use this. Hey, Royal Talens! That's great. Oh, not for tattoo. Oh my god. It says not for tattoo. Who has to say that? Did somebody try that? Ooh. I've never seen that before. On a bottle of ink, and they have to tell you, don't use it for tattooing. It's in 5 languages. Product of Netherlands. Indian ink. Waterproof. And it just says it in a bunch of languages. What does it say on here? Contains a biocidal product. Contains a biocidal product. What does that mean? Biocidal. So cidal is like killing. So I guess it's like an antibacterial or something? An anti-anything that's living? Some sort of preservative that kills microbes? Interesting. This is an interesting ink. I have never seen a bunch of this stuff that's on here. So I guess that's why it's not for tattoo, because if you put it in your skin, you'll probably, I don't know, get necrosis or something. I gotta get my glasses. Why do I always forget my glasses? I remembered when I was trying to read this, and I'm like, this is so tiny. Well, if I was wearing my glasses, that would probably help. Alright. They're a little dusty. Alright, gotta swipe this a little bit. Like, my vision isn't so bad that I need glasses, but they really help with stuff like working on art with fine details and reading and watching the credits on movies and stuff. So that's why I always try to wear them when I'm working on art. Well, there's the first thing. Indian ink, can definitely use that. I knew it would be ink. Cherry Dum Dum, the actual snack, is a little lollipop. Cherry. Red is my favorite color, so I like cherry. Here's the menu, but I'll read it after I finish this unboxing. I'll just sit this here for now. Let's see what's in here. I hope it's some pens. Hope it's more ink stuff. Oop. The sticker just says, share your unboxing with us at ArtSnacks, #ArtSnacks. Oh, I see my sticker. My sticker! Woo! It's very pretty. It's kind of like Harlequin-y or something, like a clown. Like a cool clown, not a creepy clown. Stop straightening out. If I hold it too high, then my lamps don't light it up. So there it is. That looks pretty cool. I've been putting these on the like tackle box that I have, like art tackle box that I use for my printmaking supplies ever since I took printmaking for 2 semesters. And because I ran out of room on my normal thing, so now I've got tons of room to just put tons of these little cute stickers on, because it's a pretty big, it's like a 3-layer, it like opens up and then 3 layers of space opens out. Put that paper out of the way. What the heck is this? Ink brush. Oh, it's the Sennelier brand. I've gotten several things from them before, but I'm pretty sure they were like bottles of ink like this or something. I have never seen such a thing as this before. Ink brush, and it's like shaped more like traditional art brush. Art brush. A paintbrush. It says ink brush. Sennelier ink brush. Watercolor finish. Transparency and color intensity. Blendable, water soluble, permanent when dry with pigment based ink. Nice. Ivory black. Remove the black ring, shake and squeeze the brush before use. I've had ones like this before. I guess I'll put that in here for now. Maybe if I move my light, this way that would be better. There. So then you put this back on. And it like punctures it or something so that the ink can come out. And then what? Remove black ring, shake and squeeze the brush before use. And this thing is cool. I'm excited to try it out. What's this? Oh, a Plumchester product. I haven't gotten a new thing from the Plumchester line in a while. Plumchester is the ArtSnacks line, like their own art supplies that they have designed. Plumchester paint marker. Water-based acrylic paint marker with a reversible nib. That's cool. It says reversible from 3mm to 5mm. So it's like 3mm bullet, if this picture is indicative of that, or a 5mm chisel. Opaque, permanent marks are streak free and UV resistant, ideal for use on metal, glass, plastic, wood, stone, canvas, and paper. Directions: shake well with cap in place, remove cap, and pump nib on surface until paint is activated. Interesting. Is this the color I got? Well, I can't find out unless I... Ooh, I didn't get a... I'll use my little daily calendar sheet to try it out. This is yesterday's calendar. Ooh! Well, this color doesn't seem to be the same, but it's a very pretty lavender color. It looks like Trunk's hair from DBZ. Why don't I put this on here? Yeah. Ooh, it's just like Trunk's hair. It's exactly the same as Trunk's hair. The nib isn't completely saturated though. Ooh. Not bad. It's too bad this color is like totally, look at this. This does not indicate the color. This is, neither does this. Isn't this nor this is the same color as this. So you just sort of have to remember, I guess. Okay, there's that. Let's try the ink brush while I'm at it. Oh, come on. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. The ink is coming in there real fast now. Come on. There we go. There we go. This paper is kind of glossy, so it's not doing the best, but it seems like it's going to be good. So there's that. One of these, I've gotten one of these before. Oh, it's a color though. Water resistant. It's a, so sorry. Winsor Newton 0.1 millimeter, I assume. It's usually millimeter. Fineliner, and it says it's water resistant, non-fading pigment ink. And it says it's cool gray. So I have one of these, but it's in black. Oh, it's also bigger than this one. My other one must be 0.3 millimeters. Ooh, not bad. It's so thin. It's such a thin, thin line. So thin. Yoop, 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 yoop. I guess I'll leave that. And then, haha, a pen, a nib holder, and nib for using in my dip, in my ink, in my dip ink. It's just ink. It's a dip pen that you use. I don't know what kind of lines it makes. Made in China, it says right there. It doesn't say anything else about what this is. What does it say on here? Hunt X fine, I guess so, extra fine. Bowl pointed, I guess that's what type of nib it is. USA, probably made in USA. 512. Let's put this in here and see what kind of lines it makes. Whoa, I did not expect this to have like a little thing in there. What do I do? Poke it in there? I don't think that's enough. Boop, boop. This is a nice complement to that thinner gray pen. Oops, more ink. Yeah, not bad. Where's my... Oh, here it is. Have my little towel that I've been using all this time to clean my nibs. I knew it. I knew it'd be ink. They always do Inktober themed ArtSnacks box. So even if you don't get their big box, if you're getting their monthly box, you'll be set for Inktober. So, I guess we can read about these. I'll leave this here, I suppose. Let's read about these before we move on to the actual art making. Alright, and first things first, there's a joke. There's always a joke on here. It says, "Why is the pencil bad at storytelling?" But it has to do with a point. Yep. He never gets to the point. Never gets to the point. I knew it. Okay. First thing on the list is this. Plumchester paint marker. It says $8.99 retail. New product and ArtSnacks exclusive. I mean, that makes sense since Plumchester is the ArtSnacks brand. Meet the newest addition to the Plumchester family, the Plumchester paint marker. This marker is filled with water-based acrylic paint that's fast-drying, opaque, and permanent. By reversing the tip, you'll find two different nibs, 3mm bullet on one end and 5mm chisel on the other. To use, shake well, remove cap, and press nib down on your surface several times until saturated. So, seems like a typical acrylic paint marker. The next thing on the list is the Sennelier ink brush. $7.95 retail, so just a little bit cheaper than that. It's a new product, which doesn't surprise me because I've never seen something like this. Not that I've seen like everything ever, but I see a lot of stuff thanks to ArtSnacks. Okay, new product, 130 years. Oh, for 130 years, Sennelier has combined traditional art making with modern chemistry. They develop truly innovative products such as their brand new ink brush. This brush pen is filled with highly transparent, intense watercolor ink. Oh, it's watercolor ink. Oh, that's what it means by watercolor finish. Oh, I gotta... Well, let's see. Highly transparent, intense watercolor ink that flows smoothly from fine synthetic bristles. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get a watercolor paper to try that out. The next thing is the Winsor Newton Fineliner. $2.99 retail. Fluidly capture your ideas with the Winsor Newton Fineliner. With water-resistant, not completely waterproof, and non-fading pigment ink, this pen fits every style of sketching. Its smoothly tapered nib is not only elegant, but also delivers consistent and reliable ink flow. And then finally, oh no, there's two things, because one is the tool and one is the, oh, anyway, $4.95, okay. Royal Talens Indian Ink, $4.95 retail. Staff favorite. Achieve deep matte black in your artwork with Royal Talens Indian Ink. This pigment-based ink is extremely light, fast, and waterproof once dry. Try using it directly out of the bottle, or thin with water to create different grayscale shades. You can expect excellent performance when used with your new dip pen. And speaking of Speedball, oh, Speedball. I use Speedball a lot for my printmaking stuff. So here's the pen. Speedball standard pen nib holder and number 512 pen nib. $3.30 retail. $3.30 retail. Try out your inking skills with the Speedball standard nib. Oh, it's so long. With the Speedball standard pen nib holder and number 512 pen nib. This nib has an extra fine semi-flexible tip perfect for drawing or lettering. To use, insert the nib into the circular opening on the nib holder's tip. Be sure to wash your nib with warm water after every use. Well, I use pen cleaner, but whatever. Okay, so that's all the stuff. And then this is just talking about their online community, and this is the ArtSnacks challenge. I don't know if I'm going to do the ArtSnacks challenge this time, though. I think I might just test these out, because what I really wanted to do was use my red marker the way I've been doing for all my Inktobers so far. I have not used the red marker yet in my kit. And yeah, I think I want to do all my Inktobers with the same stuff. Like, I don't want to introduce acrylic paint into it because it's like a totally different. But I will at least, I'm going to step over there real quick and get some watercolor paper to try some of this stuff out. Let's see. Oh, I'll do this. I will use this sketchbook, which I got out of an ArtSnacks big box a long time ago. I guess I'll put the menu back on screen. I've used this for testing and other stuff. There's the next open page. Oh, I was at it. Okay. Move that over here. So let's see. What did it say? So the paint marker, it did say it's water-based, but it says it's fast drying, so I don't think it's worth trying to... I don't think it's worth trying to use water techniques on it. I don't know what happens if I do this. Whoa, that's cool. Look at that. Woo! So that has that. So what I wanted to do, now that I can see that that worked, have a water pen. What happens if I do this? Neat. You can get some cool effects out of a water brush on top. I don't have a bowl of water in here, and I don't want to go get one just to test these out. I'm glad I have all my water brushes next to me. I was using them for my illustration homework. That's a cool effect how it did that. And even that's really cool. I like how it's drying, and I like this dry brush effect that occurred down here. That's neat. Alright, what about this one? Alright, it says squeeze. Shake and squeeze, it says. I squeezed while brushing. A lot of ink came out. watercolor ink. So that's what it is, watercolor ink. So, it being watercolor ink, it all work great with this. This is like a different color. I don't think it's coming across on the screen, but this is more like a purple color. Man, that's some cool like ghosty effects. That's neat. Those work pretty good. Put that down. What else did I want to try? I think that was it. Just wanted to test what it was like, because both of these, this suggested thinning the ink with water, and this one said it's actual watercolor ink. And I really like these little dry brush effects right on the edges. Looks so cool. I'm thinking, like, should I use this in my Inktober? Or is this too different from what I've been doing? I've been doing, like, all either fineliner type stuff or dip pen stuff. I think a brush would be really different. And, I don't know, I kind of wanted to make my Inktober like a series this year, where it's pretty much the same. I mean, I did use a different color ink yesterday for my Inktober. So, like, definitely wouldn't be a problem if I used this ink. So I think at least I'll do that. Put my sticker up there. Put my candy up there. This, it doesn't fit in with what I want to do. I don't think I'm going to use that. I'm going to just set that off to the side. This I can use. This I'll use. This doesn't fit in with what I want to do, because I really like what I've been doing with a lot of hatching to create texture in dark areas. So what I was excited about at the beginning when I saw that this was Royal Talens ink, this little sketchbook that I got when I got the sort of Inktober, like the ink themed Mito box. It came last month, and it came with this sketchbook. Here's yesterday's drawing, and it's Royal Talens. It doesn't have it on here. No, it does. It does. Royal Talens. Well, you can't even see. There it is. Ha ha ha! It's like a match made in, I don't know, Inktober. It's perfect for Inktober. So yeah, it might be appropriate if I well, appropriate. That's not even the right word. Might be cool if I keep using this ink, because it matches. I guess I'll move this. Tested out all the supplies, and now I want to get back to my normal Inktober in the time I have left. What time is it? So, let's see. So I've got work in a little less than 2 hours, so that ought to be enough. I start now with my Inktober. Ribbon pencil. I'm really liking this Blackwing Pearl pencil. Now I've gotta get my reference images open. Let's see. I need to. No, I'm not trying to do that. No, stop. I need to move to new window. Dock that window on the one side, and then we can put this here. Oh, I can't see your chat at all. Why does it close the chat? How do I get the chat open? Share, more options. Aww. How do I see my own freaking chat? Okay. We're gonna do it this way. I'm just gonna dock one window and then, haha, there. Now I can see the chat from you guys. So what I'm going to do, and I gotta zoom in. Zoom in. So I've been doing animals. Yeah, that's perfect. Been doing Halloween or autumn themed animals, and so far I have not done a cat. And yesterday, maybe I should have made this a little farther over. Well, it'll be fine. Yesterday, our black cat Kiba was being super cute, and he's perfect for Halloween. So took a picture of him while he was being cute, laying down, looking like a little prince. So that's who I'm gonna draw today. Black Manx Kibi. Call him Kibi. His name is Kiba, but we call him Kibi because it's cute. Such a handsome boy. He's just like a little handsome prince. Boop, 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 boop. Look, and he's got this perfect, like his, what am I saying? His pupils are that perfect Halloween, like, what do you call that? Like slit pupils? Yeah, because it was daytime, so his pupils were small. That looks a little odd. Why doesn't it look weird? There, that's not bad. Oh, look at him. He's so cute. He's so cute. Alright, and he's got his fluffies here in his ear. Here it comes in. And over here are his fluffies for this side. It's like dark right there. And his face comes out. And then right about here, his shoulder comes down. And it goes down just about as far as his head. And then his arm comes out because he was lounging. He was a lounging kitty. But I might not end up drawing all that because I also took some pictures of my roses out back because they were looking really sweet, and I was gonna draw a rose right here and maybe one in the back. Something like combining stuff. Ah, Jeremy! Sketchbook! Ohayo gozaimasu! I am good, thank you for asking. How are you? I'm so glad you could join me today. Yay! Are you doing Inktober? Oops, I got so excited I made a mark on here. Okay. Get rid of some of these excess sketchy lines. I really wanted to do a black cat too because I haven't done like a black animal since the beginning of Inktober. And I really like building up the lines. Lots and lots of lines to build up a really dark area. Ah, you've been sick. I hope you're feeling better. Or are you still sick and that's why you're That's why you're free to get on Twitch right now. What kind of sick are you? I hope that you didn't catch anything. Not COVID, okay. Don't make me worry too much. Okay, that's good. And then his back just sort of comes out like that. He does have lots of whiskers, and I'm not sure how I'm going to show him. I think that I'm going to switch over to my pictures of roses. Now, I'm not sure which one I want to do. I picked this one with lots of leaves. Maybe the second one I took would be better. Because it's at the perfect angle to be like blooming like this. Just a bad bug going around town. If you've been sick for 2 weeks, that's pretty bad. Is it like food poisoning type sick or like a cold? Getting just the general shape of the rose here. And I'll get the petals more detailed. So it sort of starts like right here. And then it comes down this way. And opens up like that. Let's see. Hard to tell what's going on right there. I think it's like the middle is like this, and then there's a leaf. I was gonna say a leaf, a petal. Comes straight across, and then it's cut in this sort of shape by the other petals, which come around and fold down. Aha, and then there's one that cuts it straight down. Oh, I see. Okay, so this isn't quite shaped like this. Sore throat, 2 days of high fever, running nose, and a cough. Yikes, that's terrible. Sounds like the flu to me. I had the flu 2 springs ago. That was the worst. Well, no, I've had pneumonia. That's the worst. I've had pneumonia twice. That's the worst. But as far as stuff that you don't necessarily have to go to the hospital for. Yeah, the flu. I mean, I guess that's why some people do have to go to the hospital for it. Flu is the worst. Okay, and then this petal comes around like this. So it's cut off. Okay. Roses are so pretty and so complicated. Okay, so this one comes down like this, and then sort of comes out, and then down like this, and curves around a little bit. Yeah. This one comes like this. And this one sort of wraps around. Oh yeah, I had to get checked before I could go back to work with all that is happening right now. Well, makes sense. This morning I got a message that there are rumors going around that my university might go to remote only, online only classes earlier than they planned, because they were already planning to not have classes after Thanksgiving break because so many students travel for Thanksgiving break, and so the chances of them bringing stuff back to campus for like only 2 or 3 weeks more of classes would, you know, they figured that was kind of silly to risk. But apparently rumors are going around that they might do it early, which I think makes sense because COVID infections on campus have been exploding. People aren't respecting the rules at all. They're totally having parties and stuff like idiots. Oh, okay. I shouldn't be mean. But this is a scary disease, because even once you get over it, there are people who still can't taste or smell anything. Like, how miserable is that? You can't taste or smell your food, and that's like not even the worst. Like, some people are over the cold and but they still have no energy and they can't do anything for months and everything. It's I don't want it. I just don't want it. I think they opened stuff up way earlier than they should have. I'm glad I'm not alone in thinking that then, because I feel the same way. When businesses are like, hey, we're open, and I'm like, hey, too bad. I'm not going in there. It's like people are wishful thinking. That's how it feels to me, like, oh, it's probably been long enough. It's probably okay, and then it's not okay. But then, I don't know. It's been a long time. I figured I just got to do what I can for myself, because I can't convince everyone to be smart and safe. You know, better safe than sorry. I think better safe than sorry. That is a well-known idiom, and I think it has merit. But I also understand people are frustrated because I don't like that I haven't seen my friends. We haven't hung out. I used to hang out with my buddies like every Friday, and we would just watch anime or play board games or whatever. Nope, has not happened. But I've been thinking of having I just thought of it last night, that I might have like something. I know there's that Chrome extension where you can watch stuff together on Netflix, as long as you all have a Netflix account. Or something like where maybe we just all hit play at the same time. But have some sort of Halloween party where we all pick our own snacks and provide our own snacks at our homes, and then we'll just watch the same stuff together. Because what I really want to do is watch Yami Shibai. I want to like marathon it from the beginning, because they've started the new season is like live action, but it's still that sort of almost like, it looks like paper instead of actual animation. It looks like paper cutouts moving around. I really want to like watch that whole thing plus the new episodes together with everyone, and we could each have whatever Halloween snacks we want. Oh yeah, that would be fun. Good idea. We could do that too. Carve pumpkins and show them to each other. Yeah, we could do like a Zoom or Google. I've been kind of leaning towards the Google Meet. It's less feature rich, but it's free. With Zoom, I often have to use my school account because Boise State did get a subscription so that anybody with a university email can use it without being limited to, because like Zoom, when you're using Zoom for free, you can have 2 people unlimited amount of time, but once you have 3 people, you only get 40 minutes, or you have to pay. Alright, what the heck, dude? That sucks. But Google Meet is free. I think it's called Meet. It's like Google something. It's basically, you don't have a webcam. Well, I know a lot of the students in my classes just use their smartphone. So just get like a stand. Or do you have a smartphone? You got a smartphone, right? Discord has video chat. Yeah, we could do... Discord would actually be perfect, because Discord was where I was going to invite people. Because the Discord that I made for everybody, it's kind of selfish, but I made it just because I wanted to have like all my best buddies in one place. So that's what my Discord basically is, like all my best buddies and family. And I'll invite like random people or people that I don't know very well. So this rose is not as big as I thought it would be. Or not as big, like, I drew it, I didn't draw it as big as I wanted it, I think I'm trying to say. But that's okay, because I took another picture of a little rosebud here, and I will just add that in. So I guess I'll get that overall shape. It's kind of like a teardrop shape, but a little more angular. Yep, took these pictures either before, yeah, it had to have been before because it was dark by the time I was in. I took it right before I did my Zoom kendo practice. They were just so beautiful looking. The roses were so lovely yesterday. Okay, there's that. There's that. And then it's got these great pointy, long, like leaf things. I know they're not leaves, but yeah. They're called something else. They're all cool and spiky too. I like them. Like these weird whatever they are. You excited for Hyrule Warriors? Yes. Oh, I don't have time to play anything. I'm so busy. Like everyone is playing Animal Crossing and telling me that I need to play for Halloween. I'm like, I wanna play. I have so much homework to do all the time. It's like I'm learning a lot. It's not like school is useless or anything. I love it. I love all the stuff I'm learning. But it's so time consuming every day. And I have the first Hyrule Warrior, so I definitely want the next one. Yes, I want. Alright, I know what I'm gonna do. So I took 3 pictures of 3 different roses. I'm going to use that third one in the background. Yay! It's weird because these roses are all, especially these 2 bloomed ones, they're on the same plant, but this one that I'm about to add, it has like 1 billion petals, and they're so, instead of more smooth, like these ones are more smooth looking, this one's just like an explosion, like almost like a carnation or something. It's weird how it looks so different. I haven't played Animal Crossing in 2 months. Other games keep taking up more time. Yep. That was what happened at the beginning of the semester because I was playing Collar Malice. I call it Collar Malice. I don't know if it's supposed to be Collar X Malice or what, but that's how it's written, but I call it Collar Malice anyway. Yeah, it was really great, but it took up so much time, and yeah, I haven't played Animal Crossing since the summer. Yeah, jagged. Yeah, the petals are much more, I mean, they're still petals, so they're still soft looking, but looks like a totally different flower. Sweet, I'm glad I took this many pictures. Oh, this one goes on top of this one. Ha ha ha. Here comes another petal. Just starting from the middle with this one instead of shaping the whole thing. I'm just going to build it out from the middle. Because it doesn't really matter if I get this rose like exactly how it looks. I just want to be able to get a similar look. Okay, there's that one. And then here's another one. Here's another one. There's so many petals on this. Oh, there's so many, I'm sort of getting lost which ones I'm looking at. Okay, they stop being so jagged and just start overlapping, more like scales at this point. There's one that's farther down. And then over here you can barely see them because of the angle. You just sort of see these pointy bits sticking out. Yeah. That's good enough. Yay. Okay. So, what should I do? Maybe I will use this to do the basic lines. This ArtSnacks. What was it? Cool Gray pen. Oops, I gotta switch that picture of Kiba. Where'd it go? Ah, now I gotta zoom in. There. Boop, boop, boop. And his little ear hair. Poops out right there. And this is the dark spots. Put this in there. It's all fuzzy, 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 fuzzy. And then it's smooth again for his ear, but there's a couple little sprigs of hair. And straight down again. There's something there. And then here's his ear fuzzies. Yeah. This is looking good. This is looking good. Boop. And it comes down like that. And it's pupil. Pupil, pupil, pupil. I'm gonna get some of this part where the shadow makes it dark. Same thing over here. And his nosy. This is all fuzzy. And his chin is all fuzzy. That part of his face is actually fairly smooth. Yep. And right here, and then his arm is smooth again. Smooth. And right here, it's pretty smooth. Oop. And here they'll end up really getting that later, but I'll put it in for now. Sweet. Now, time for the roses. Okay, enjoy your, what would it be, lunch? Enjoy your lunch. Alright, that rose is done. Maybe I'll do this rose first. Oh, I missed a spot here. Ooh, it's getting a little confusing in here. And by in here, I mean in the drawing. Yeah. What is this? What is this? What am I looking at? Oh, I think this is another petal. Oh, I'm confused by my own drawing. Oh my god. And here's one of those little things. There. Yes. Boop. Now I can draw this. And stem. Goodness. Okay. All right, time to erase. I might add this one to my little repertoire in here because I like how thin it is. This one. What is it? It's a 3mm. This one it's a 0.3mm. This one's a 0.1. Once I'm done erasing, I'll get to the part I've been looking forward to, which is lots of hatching. I love doing hatching with ink, with a dip pen. It's just such a satisfying overall look. And it's fun to do. Looks good and is fun to make. It's like a perfect combination. Because there's some things that look good, but they're not fun. There are things that are fun and that they don't really look like much. Aw, I think this is looking great. Oh, look at my little baby. I was checking my phone this morning. He was sleeping on my stomach. Well, not sleeping, but just resting. He just came over and laid down on my stomach. My sweet little princey boy. Guess he's the new crown prince ever since Bear passed away. Bear was definitely the prince before that. He was a shining silver prince. Look at this closely. Make sure I got all the pencil. Think so. Yes. Okay. I don't see any more pencil marks. I'll put my eraser back. I love having two of these. I love having a because I have one that I got a long time ago and it still works perfectly fine, but it's all dirty because I've been using it on charcoal and stuff. So I just had a thought, maybe I'll keep this one like graphite only. Though if I do a really big graphite drawing for a class or something, it might not matter. But anyway, let's go to dip ink. Yes. Let's try this Royal Talens that matches perfectly with my book. The book is Royal Talens and now my ink is Royal Talens. It's also kind of thematically appropriate to my life right now because I am studying, I'm taking art history. It's called Baroque, but basically it's 17th century art. And so there's a lot of stuff from the area that is today known as the Netherlands. His ears are quite dark. Let's do some of this part on his face. This nib is not as favorite as the one I've been using. But since this is an ArtSnacks and Inktober joint attempt? Joint something. I will use this one that I got in the box. I love hatching. I love hatching. I love building up shape and texture with hatching. It's not necessarily photorealistic, but it still creates a believable effect. It's so fun. I really like it. So like follow the shape of the face in this case. And you just do the lines closer together for darker areas. You can curve the lines a little bit to give it a little more shape too. Definitely go over some more later. This part is like totally black, so I'm just gonna fill it in. Ran out of ink. I didn't realize. I like it, I like it, I like it. I like how this is turning out. Handsome Kiba boy. Right here, super dark. It's a line. And the line where his upper and lower jaw meet. And his nostrils are super dark. Whole section over here. Not just the nostril one right here. Okay, I'll let that dry before I put more ink on, because I don't want to drag the heavy ink away. Fur starts going this direction. It starts getting darker. And over here it's super dark. It's so dark over here on the reference photo, I can't actually see any fur or anything. I'm just going to use my common sense for the texture over here, the direction the fur ought to be going. This is putting down so much ink that my paper is getting a little warped. His fur is pretty dark on this part of his body. It's hard to tell where the fur direction is. Sarah, welcome! Glad you can make it! Stop all other phone activities. Denise is streaming. Oh yeah, I've been on for more than 10 minutes. How long? Let's see. Yep. A little over an hour, but I'm not done yet, so if you can hang around, we can chat. I've got plenty of work left to do. Although I do have to get done with this by noon because I've got my work shift at the language lab. My regular Friday work shift. Ooh, I gotta be careful not to touch this ink. It takes so long to dry. And not just this ink, just ink in general. Dip pen ink always takes so long to dry. Welcome back, Jeremy. Sketchy you. Hope you got some great lunch food. Sweet little black kitty. Yep, it's Kiba. It's our Manx cat, Kiba. He was looking really handsome yesterday, so the reference picture I'm using right now is from then. Took his picture. He was just laying down all like a good looking boy. Looking so handsome. There's barely some difference in shadow and light right here on him, so I'm trying to capture that. But for the most part, his body is like pure black fur. I'm really liking it though. This is the look that I wanted, like lots of hatching, building up the shape with lots of hatching. I love black cats. It just doesn't work out that I have one right now. I always wanted a black cat, and then when we took Kiba in, my dream came true. 'Cause he was abandoned by our neighbors in the neighborhood where I used to live, and he started living under our house for about a year, which was fine, but then we started noticing he was getting really skinny, and we were like, oh no. So we decided to trap him and bring him in to the vet and see if he's all healthy, and if he was healthy, we were gonna let him live in the house, and he was perfectly fine. He just had ear mites, which makes sense for an outdoor cat. He's not outdoor now though. He's a spoiled indoor prince. Oh, come on, ink. Yeah, that's good enough. That's good enough. Aw, yeah, I'd get another cat. Still not over losing scent, I understand. because we lost a bear this year too. It's hard. It's hard. Why their lives have to be shorter. That's why I don't keep rats as pet anymore, because they're great pets, but they only live like if you're lucky, maybe 5 or 6 years. And mine didn't last more than 2 or 3 years, depending. I adopted 3 sister rats, and it was just, yeah, it's too much. I could not imagine losing more little rat babies every few years. It's just too, even though they're so sweet, they're like little puppy dogs. They'll even like lick your hand like a puppy, like beep, beep, beep. They're little tiny little rat tongues, and they love to just play. And I would love to give them the empty paper towel roll, and then they'd be like so excited and like messing with it for hours. Aw, yeah. Harmony is a teenager now, and I get fears of losing her often. Yeah. Rats are they're so great. I mean, if you can't have a pet that requires more space, then I think rats are great, because they're more sociable and intelligent than other little small pets you can get, like hamsters or mice. So you have such a fulfilling relationship with them. You can get to know their personality, and they get to they like you and want to be with you, and they're excited when you come around, and they're so great. Yeah, just can't, my heart can't handle that short lifespan. It's too much. I'm gonna draw a rat for Inktober. I was brainstorming during my walk last night. What animals haven't I done that are either like Halloween or autumn themed? So rat is on the list, among other things. Why did my phone correct rat to tears? That I cannot guess. I guess it technically has all the same letters except for one. Like, no way she's talking about rats. She must be talking about tears. So I hate autocorrect. I hate predictive search too. So no, just let me finish typing, Google. You don't know what I want. I turn it off if I can. And stuff where I can turn it off, I turn it off. Just let me type what I'm thinking. Because it gets distracting for me. Like, I see their suggestion, and I'm like, and my own thought process grinds to a halt. God, man. I don't even remember what I was trying to search for. Now it's distracted me with some suggested search. Not really related, but caught my attention. I can't tell what this is supposed to be. I can't tell what my own sketch is supposed to be. What is this supposed to be? Oh, it's just another petal. Okay, I got it. Got it. It's just another petal. Yeah, I'm not gonna keep using this nib. The lines it makes are too thick. Like, the default lines are too thick. Like that other one I was using up until now. But I wanted to use my ArtSnacks stuff. At least the stuff that fits into the look I am going for. I think I'm going to leave this back one inked only with this gray ink, because then that sort of helps it go into the background. It keeps doing it to you. Touch screens hate me and always fill in stuff I didn't want. It's like it was proving your point. Touch creams. Touch creams. Okay, just gonna do a little hatching here to... Actually, this is a little... It's too thick. This ink is too thick, so maybe I'll go back to Kiba for a little bit. I'm gonna add in hatching using just a regular Fineliner pen. Okay, back to Kiba, back to Kiba. Come on, come on. So I'm gonna darken it up in places where it needs to be darkened. You. Oh yeah, never did anything for his nose either. Ah, but maybe I'll save that too. This pen isn't making fine enough lines for what I want to do. So I'm gonna save that part. Let's see this one. If you can hear Kiba, I don't know if he's close enough, but Kiba is meowing out outside of my room. Yep. That was me just now. Yeah, his whiskies, his little black whiskies. Do those. Pew. That's probably enough. I don't have to draw every single one. I just want to get the effect of it. The ranger's always screaming. I like talkative cats. In art history class yesterday, someone's cat was going off. Was it art history? Or it was one of my classes yesterday. I was like, whose cat is that? You just hear this. Technically, the etiquette is supposed to be don't have your pets near you when you're during class or whatever. So like where I heard that for the etiquette was my language labs that I facilitate, but I don't really care that much. So I like animals, so I don't mind seeing them, and as long as my students are speaking their target language during lab, I don't see how having their pet around affects it. In fact, I have used it at times to sort of engage in a Japanese conversation, talking about their pets. So, to me, it's not a problem. Not a problem to have your pet around on your Zoom call. I guess if you're like at work and you work at like a corporation or something, then I could see how that's kind of troublesome. But not for any of the stuff I do. Hooray! Neko wa nyanya to imasu. Hai, nyanya. Nyanya to imasu yo. Kuro neko ga nyanya shite, nyanya shite. And Kiba is more like, wow. So I guess it's yeah. He goes yeah. Okay, the light is shining. I have to pick this up so I can see it better. Yeah, what the heck, dude? Looking good. I need a little bit more dark over here. And right down here too. Oops. Come on. I guess it needs a little more here. It's not as bright as what it's looking. A little bit of cross hatching in places. And like right here, next to the rows, I want to also fill it in where they meet so that it makes it a more clear distinction between the two subjects, I suppose you could say. Yep. Looks good. Oh, ran out of ink already. Oh, come on. Doesn't like to write on itself, this India ink, or any ink. Or at least like with a dip pen that I've used so far. Let's make this a little darker. Come on, man, you can do it. Here, but it's not really very... Alright, that's probably good enough for that stuff. And I was going to use the other pen to do the nose. I gotta hurry. Sort of, I mean, not rush, but can't think too much. Just gotta finish this. It's getting close to noon. I think my shift starts at noon 30. This is what I wanted to use. Whoops. To do some shading on the nosy. Still a little too much ink. It's okay. And shading on the rose. Roses. On the roses. No, I'll use this one for that one so it goes. Other ones. Aha! This one is, oh, I see, okay. And hatching not only adds shading, but it helps show that something is curved. As long as you make your hatching lines curved. If you don't do that, then it won't really show it, but paint. So fun. So satisfying. The effect is so satisfying. There's not really much there. Let's see, what am I looking at? Okay. And then up here, this is just an overlap of two petals. I get it. I wish the page wouldn't bounce so much. Do my hatching, because when it bounces, my aim gets off. It's such a small drawing. I need that precision. Yeah. I need a clip or something. I'm just using my fingers. Doesn't help that the page got kind of warped because I used so much ink that it was almost like when you apply a lot of water. That's good enough for that one. And where did my rosebud go? There's my rosebud. Yeah, it's really shadowy here where the leaves, no, not leaves, where the petals overlap. And there's also some texture here, and like right here. And then do some stuff with this. Yay, looks good. Okay, last rose. Where is that picture? Oh, there it is. Since it's in the background, I'm using this pen, gray pen. Oh, that's nice. Oh, I don't have my other one nearby, but I think that they changed the color of this part right here because I have one of these in black. And I think this is black, so I think they help you remember what color it is without having to look on here because it has the color right there. And a few more of these little, whatever these pollen holding things are, pistils? I think that's what they're called. Here's a lot of shadow. Oh, I'm worried. I hope this is dry. I think it's dry. Some of these don't have too much shadow at all. They're very brightly lit. Guess as long as I add enough hatching to just visually separate them a bit, that's what really matters. Here in the middle is pretty dark because all the petals are shielding it from the light. just have a little bit at each intersection. Oh, like a little bit here and here. That's good. Yes. Yes. Now, the last thing I've been doing on all of these is a little outline with this. This isn't my favorite. This is the second one I've ever gotten. Maybe even third. But the nib always catches on the paper, and it doesn't matter what kind of paper you use, so it like splatters. It's teeny tiny little... I mean, you can't really tell the difference unless you're looking closely, but it bothers me. But I got it in my Mito box, so I decided to use it. Why does it have to catch on the paper? Why is it so finicky, I guess, is the word. Why can't it smoothly glide instead of do little tiny splatters? Love doing this outline on this kind of drawing though. It makes it feel united, like all the elements are united. I should do some hatching right there. Shows that Kiba's body keeps going at least until that point. Because of you, that's why art supplies don't need a reason to work against you. I will make this marker work for me. It's like for the most part I can adjust my grip and the amount of pressure I put on it so that it goes pretty smoothly, but then there'll just be that one time every time where it does a little spray of ink. I guess since it's Inktober, it's not that big of a difference. Or, yeah, it doesn't really matter that much, that's what I'm trying to say. Because these are mostly just for fun anyway. Should I outline that though? Oh, I don't know if I should outline that. Because I made it light on purpose so it would look like it's in the background. Maybe I won't. I won't outline it. Because I think that will ruin the effect I've got going on. That's why we made white ink. Except it doesn't work on my paper. My current paper is like yellowish. It's actually kind of cool. I like it. But yeah, white just shows up as another different. So if I use it for correcting. Actually, what I've been doing, if I got a really bad splatter, because some of these earlier ones, oh, like this one, I smeared the ink when I wrote the date. So I used a little X-Acto knife to like shave the paper to get it, to get the smear of ink off because it looks so bad. Or other ones when the splatter was too bad, it's like on the very first one I did, there was a splatter here and here. And I was like, ah, so distracting. So then I just put a million little dots so that you couldn't tell, and I made it part of the picture. That's actually why I like traditional media. I wonder if I have like a gray. Can you hear Kiba now? I'm gonna see if he'll come in. Kiba! Kiba, you wanna come in? Kibi! Kibi, do you wanna come in? Come here, I'm gonna get you. Come here, boy. Come here, boy. Come here. There he is. Here's the real Kiba. He says, why are you picking me up? Why are you picking me up? It's okay, boy. Okay, here. Go here. Yes, little pet pen. Happy little accidents. That's what Sean said too. But it's true. You can, I feel like that's what the creative part is. I'm trying to see if I have a thicker gray pen so I can do an outline, a thicker outline, but not lose that cool gray effect. Ooh, what about this one? This one's like really big. I'm gonna have to test it first. Let's see. Oh, that'll work. Yes. Thank you, ArtSnacks that I've had for like years and years and years. Yes, this is great. So I can get that thick line effect. That uniting thick line effect, but not losing that light gray look that makes it feel like it's more in the background. Yes! Ha, 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 ha. Awesome. What are you doing, Kiba? He's walking around exploring. That is a distress, but also I like this kind of cry. Yep. He's like, what are you doing? What are you doing with me? Now he's no longer screaming alone in the hallway outside of my room. He's just walking around in here. Okay, so what I wanted to do since yesterday when I was thinking about doing this one was use a red marker because I haven't used it yet. So I'm like using these 4 of this specific kind of marker. Because I got this one with my, you can't even see it. This dark green one I got with my Inktober Mido box. And then I was like, oh, I have some of those in other colors from ArtSnacks, so I got them all out. So I've been using a little bit of color in every drawing. Of course, I might lose that background effect by doing this, but whatever. It's just for fun. Inktober is to experiment and have fun. Kiba's trying to go in my closet. No, boy. No. Dang it, I'm taking too long. I'm having fun with this drawing, so it's hard to keep my eye on the clock. I haven't used red yet because none of the animals that I want to like. I was like, if I use red, it might like make them look like they're all bloody or something. So I didn't want to use it yet. But with a rose, I feel like you can use it without necessarily getting that effect. Yeah, I love that pop of color. Love it, I love it. Okay, next rose. Have you done a toad yet? Not yet. It's on my list though. It's one of the ones I thought of last night during my walk. Oh, a lot of chatting was going on. Cats love going to the other side of closed doors. Yep. Yep, as soon as you close the door, they want out. They wanted in so bad. Let them in. And close the door, and they're like, no! No! I mean, cats do kill a lot. It's true. The obligate carnivore. Well, that's another reason why Oh, Kiba. Now he's doing it. He wants out. Alright. Get out of here. Walking around downstairs, screaming his head off. I let him in. He's happy for 5 minutes. And let me out. Let me out of here. Kiba. Normal, healthy, average cat. I love adding the color. It's so fun. Just adding a single color. Yeah, I don't know if my cats would actually be able to catch anything. Kiki finds bugs a lot and spiders, and I'm like, good girl, Kiki, and then I vacuum it up or whatever, but she can never like actually get them. She just looks at them and paws at them. Does not actually hunt them. I'd say that maybe Kiba would be better equipped because he lived outside for so long, but the fact that he was getting all skinny and stuff makes me think that maybe he's probably not a good hunter because he couldn't take care of himself. And he was otherwise healthy when we brought him to the vet. So glad I was able to get these reference images yesterday, because I really like how they're coming together as a composition, even though it was just done on the fly. Aw, my cat killed all small life in the apartment. Really miss my spider killer. Aw. Send the Spider Killer. Sounds like a fantasy title. Senshi the Spider Killer. Spider's Bane. Ha ha ha. Spider's Bane. Yeah, that's a cool one. And there's little hints of red in these. Can't remember what these are called. They're not leaves, they're called something else. But yeah, there's little tiny hints. Just hints of red. Since Kiba's eyes are yellow, I'm going to use yellow to bring his eyes out. good. Well, it's not exactly yellow, it's more like yellow-orange. Oh, now I should sign and stuff. Ugh. I've been signing with this, but I don't really I like this one better, the one that I have been using. I think I'll just use this one today. Oh, it's called a sepal. Haha, I knew it was a different thing. Sepal. Thank you. It's called a sepal. And today is the 9th. October 2020. Yay! All done. Hooray! It's a little past noon, so I really gotta get going so I can get ready for work. So thanks you two for joining me in the chat today. It's so nice when I can have someone to chat with instead of just talking to myself the whole time. Especially because I stream for what? Almost 2 hours. So talking to myself for 2 hours, I can do it, but it's way better to talk to someone else. So hopefully I'll be able to, it all depends on whether my Friday class happens or not. It all depends on the project and where we are. So if I don't have Friday class next week, then maybe I'll see you then. Thank you for watching.